Today in personal finance, we're going to be talking about goals, specifically financial goals and goal setting. We're going to talk a little bit about short-term goals, mid-range goals, and then also long-term goals. And so the way that I'd like to start this off is just to kind of explain and describe what a financial goal consists of and what it's all about. And so, the beginning of this, the way that I would like to kind of describe it is that talking about money, dealing with finances, these are not always the easiest things to talk about. And it takes a lot of planning, it takes a lot of restraint, and then it does also take some patience. Just like any goal that we would potentially have, a financial one is no different. We've got to do all of these things in order to succeed and be successful when it comes to reaching our financial goals. And understanding the background and having some knowledge about it will only help that much more when it comes to achieving our financial goals. And so the beginning part of this, the thing that I kind of want to describe about when it comes to first is, what does a financial goal even look like? What is it? And these are things that you want to plan to accomplish. You want to have the resources to make it happen. You have to determine how much time it's going to take. And then also you've got to plan out your goal with some sort of a budget. So here's what I want to do. I want you to think about a short-term, a mid-range, and a long-term goal. First, I want you to understand that a short-term goal is going to be something that can happen within a year's time frame. Okay, so anything less than 12 months, I would consider that to be a short-term goal. A mid-range goal is going to be something that would be roughly 12 months so about a year's time frame to about 5 years. And then finally, our long-term goal is going to be something that would take us more than 5 years to accomplish. So when I think about this for myself, I think about something as, a short-term goal, something that can happen within the next year. I think about saving up money to buy Christmas presents. That's something that I would consider or say would be a short-term goal. A mid-range, again, is between the 12-month and the 5-year time frame. I would say that purchasing a new car, that's going to be something that could happen within that next year to 5-year range. So that would be something that I could measure between that time frame and set as a mid-range goal. Finally, the long-term goal. The long-term goal would be to pay off the house. I've got roughly 20 years left on that loan, and so that's something that isn't going to happen within the next 5 years. But it's something that could happen at a longer, further time frame. Maybe your short-term goal is going to be saving $500 over the next 12 months into your account. And so when it comes to actually setting these goals, you need a way to keep track of them. You need a way to see if it's even possible to do. And so at that point, I want you to think about something called the SMART method. The SMART method stands for S is specific. Is it specific enough that I want to save for a short-term goal, that I want to save enough money to pay for Christmas presents for my family? Next one is M. Is it measurable? Well, if I set that I want to spend $500 on Christmas gifts, or $1,000 or $2,000, whatever that number is, that's a measurable amount because I'll know when I get there. And I can also track it. If Christmas is in, let's say that it's 6 months away, and I'm 3 months in, and I've only got $100 saved, then I know that I'm not on pace. But if I've got $250 saved, and I've got 3 months to go, then I'm certainly on pace to meet that goal. The A is for achievable. Is it achievable for me to make enough money or save enough money, put it aside for Christmas gifts? Realistic is the R. Is it a realistic goal? If I'm making $7 an hour, $8 an hour, and I'm trying to save up $1,500 in a 6-month time frame, that's probably not a realistic goal. But if you make enough money to where you can set aside some money to reach these goals, then that's what makes it realistic. And finally, the T in SMART is going to be timely. You've got to set a specific time. Okay, so I know that in just a few months, Christmas is going to happen. We're going to want to buy our gifts a little bit in advance. And I know that this can be something that can be measured in time. And so those are really what it takes to set a goal, to set financial goals, and what I'm talking about with this lesson. You're going to have a worksheet that you'll fill out. I want you to come up with some ideas on what you would have for one specific short-term, mid-range, and then long-term. And keep these things in mind. Can I measure it? Is it something that I can tell if I'm on pace to hit? Is it a specific goal? Is it achievable, realistic, timely? Can I do all of those things to measure if I've accomplished this goal? Understand that there will be setbacks. From time to time, financial issues happen, and we've got to be prepared for them. So just understand that if that happens while you're setting a financial goal, you need to be patient, and you need to come up with a plan. You need to come up with maybe an alternative way to bring in some additional revenue, and then just be ready for it. And understand that if your goals aren't achieved, it's okay. Just set new ones and continue to monitor and make those goals a priority in your financial planning. Thank you.